Oh, thank you for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about why is bank balance in your QuickBooks bank feed is different than what uh, it shows in QuickBooks Register. So, in the dashboard, you have a bank balance and QuickBooks, and they are different. So, I'm going to go over how to fix it. Okay, so this is the one. This is just demo thing. As you can see here, this is a good example here. And the bank balance says $200, but in QuickBooks, $800. So something is wrong. Same thing in Mastercard. The bank balance is $304.96, and in QuickBooks you have a different amount. And this is a demo one. Normally you should see negative in your bank balance. So this is a demo one from QuickBooks. Okay, so it's basically, in theory, bank accounts, the bank balance, and QuickBooks balance should match if you are not manually adding bank transactions. When it doesn't match, you should know the reasons why it didn't match. So there must be some reason. You should be dig deep into and find out why. So that's the focus of this video. That's why you're watching this video. Okay. Uh, First of all, why is bank balance different in QuickBooks Register? So you're going to do some homework. You got to finish at least these three tasks. Uh, Make sure you have categorized all the bank transactions and you see the all cutoff check mark in your bank fee tab. Okay, so that's first thing you need to do. And there's another thing is, bank feed, you will see the update link there. So sometimes what happens is the bank, normally supposed to download transactions once a day. So, sometimes it's just clogged in and it won't download. So click update link to make sure bank feed download is up to date. And if it's up to date, that's fine. You still see the difference. That's when you need to uh, you know, uh, dig some more. And if sometimes you download, because it's clogged in some place, and you need to categorize all those. And then you try to reconcile the account. There's a reconcile link in there. Also in the bank feed, reconcile account. See the difference. Sometimes it could be zero difference, and you will see some unclear transactions. That's why you have a difference. Sometimes you have unclear transactions showing as unclear, but really it shouldn't be unclear. You just didn't match it properly. Okay. All right. So we'll go to the QuickBooks Online in a minute, but I'm just going to go through all the reasons. Okay. The most common discrepancies. The first one is the duplicate transactions matching issue. You have recorded the received customer payment on invoice, but in your bank feed, you basically categorized the income. You didn't match it. So this is very, very common. So this is the one you need to learn how to do it. Otherwise, your QuickBooks can be always a mess. And same thing with this one. You recorded some vendor bills, and and recorded vendor bills for payment, and but categorized it to expenses from your bank fee. That's no. You need to match it. Okay, and this is kind of interesting one. Most of the people they make mistake on this one. So it's basically bank transfer between bank accounts. You have transfer from savings to checking. You recorded from a both account. You recorded in checking account instead of and then you went back to the savings account, you recorded it again, so you have duplicate transaction. Normally what happens is, let's say you transfer from savings to checking, you go to the savings and then make sure the transaction is transfer type, and then just select the transfer and go from there. Then the other side on the checking account, you know, it will either say match or it'll be gone. There's nothing to do anymore. Okay, so it has to be just on one side. And same thing with when you made the credit card payment. You made credit card from Chase to, let's say, Citi bank card, and you don't need to record it on both accounts. Just record it on your main checking account, and the other one will show as match, or you won't see anything because it's gone. Okay, and what happens is sometimes you selected the wrong bank account. You recorded customer payments. You receive checks and you recorded just to the bank accounts. We have several bank accounts, so this is pretty common. So make sure when you record customer payments, you're selecting to the right bank account that you are depositing those checks. And the other side is vendor expenses. You buy some supplies and recorded some expenses and just recorded to the wrong bank account. So, and the duplicate transactions matching issue. In this case, like if you are using charging sales tax on invoices, you need to use the sales tax center to record the transaction. And in the bank feed, somehow it's not showing the match because it's possible you paid sales tax a different amount. Sometimes you get some discount, sometimes you just pay penalty, and you just categorize to some expense account, so it doesn't match. Okay, so this one you need to make sure whenever you're paying sales tax or some other transaction like this type, make sure you match it. Okay, and duplicate transaction matching, same type, and you use third-party app and post transaction to QuickBooks register, but you just didn't try to match it, and you just expense it again. So there's a duplicate transaction again. So this happens a lot too. Okay, this is the opening balance equity. Sometime when you bank connect, it will create opening balance equity, and you don't need to. The bank did it. It's you don't need to create opening balance because it also shows as duplicate deposit again. Let's say you started with $200 deposit, and it shows that opening balance as well as a deposit. So you have duplicate transactions. So you need to be careful, or you just manually added opening balance equity transaction, and you don't need to. Okay, and then this is the pretty common one. Everybody knows that. So outstanding unclear transactions. You write checks, bill pay service to the vendor, contractors, and employee, but they haven't cast the check or transaction at the bank. So that's why it's showing outstanding, and it's going to show difference there. Okay. Well, this is sometimes people do it. Just you create a transaction and you sometimes edit, and the amount could be different than the bank fee, or you just delete the transaction because you just didn't like it. So that's big no-no. So don't want to do that. Okay, so now the substantial discrepancies. You going through all this and still couldn't fix it. So whenever you have these discrepancies, it means your financial records are wrong. Definitely wrong. Your income, when you run the income statement, it's wrong. When you run the balance sheet, it's wrong. So if you have tried but couldn't fix it, and if the substantial discrepancies, from month to month, it's time to consult with your CPA. Okay. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Uh, you know, uh, So we have created added so many videos over the time. We've been doing this for more than 10 years. So we have over 500 videos now, I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to QuickBooks Online and go over these things a little more. Okay, so I'm on QuickBooks Online. This is just a QuickBooks sample company. As you can see here, uh, you know, so there's a check mark there. That means you're all caught up. You have categorized everything. See, you're all caught up. There's nothing there, right? Okay. Uh, but normally you shouldn't see a negative bank balance in your checking account. So this is a demo account. Normally you will see the positive balance. So this is just a demo one. That's why it's showing negative there. This is not right. Okay, so savings account, for example, let's say the bank balance is 200 in QuickBooks 800. Something is wrong here. You need to review it. And same thing with the MasterCard. Bank balance is, $305, and in QuickBooks showing $208. Okay, let's just fix this one to see if we can fix it. We try to reconcile this thing. Okay, so this is 200 and 800. So normally, this should match. If it's 200, in QuickBooks, it should also be 200, unless you have, some explanation to do. Okay, so as you can see here, Reconcile is right here, and chart of account is right here, and bank transactions. Okay, so let's just say your bank balance is $200, and in QuickBooks it's showing 800, and you want to fix it. So let's go to Reconcile, and so this is the selected savings account. So it says, beginning balance 600. So it's basically all you have is $200. It's not 600 or 800. Okay. As you can see, the difference is $600, right? Something is wrong. Okay. So you need to go to the bank register. It's right here, bank register. Just go to bank register, and as you can see here, so here's the clear one, $200. It came from the bank feed, but this opening balance, $600. Somehow you manually added something wrong, or just someone, or the bank created, and which is wrong. So so what you need to do is you need to delete this one. Just delete that one. It doesn't exist, because all you have is $200 in your bank account, and then try to reconcile it. So now the difference is 0. So this one is an easy one. Nothing big. So you can just finish it. So you reconcile this account. So now if we go to the dashboard, this is how it's supposed to be. Bank balance 200 in QuickBooks 200, right? And this is just a demo one. Maybe we can fix it, but it should be this. Even on the MasterCard, this should match. So let us see if we can reconcile the credit card one. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see the balance on the. Okay, let's go with the 304.96, and that's the current one. That's let's say that's the right one. Okay, so let's go reconcile it as 304.96 as of yesterday. So normally what happens is, you have all these check marked, and some of these unchecked. So you need to investigate why it's still unchecked. In credit card, normally, hey, they're not gonna give you loan, right? So it should be clear at the same time. So it's possible you recorded this to wrong bank account. It's possible you didn't match it properly, and so you need to investigate all these. So and then it will show the zero balance here. Since the demo account, there are many factors, and it's not real account. In real account, it's different. This is a demo one, and it's hard to match all the transactions in here. It's like in here you got to investigate. Like in here, the credit card is showing $900 payment, and bank is saying, hey, we never received that payment. You never made it. So it's possible you made this payment to some other credit card account. Okay, so you need to investigate all those. Like here, see, 158 and 150. It's possible when you recorded this, it was a different date, but it could be the same date, and it's possible you recorded a little bit different amount, but when your vendor charge you credit card, basically they just charge it less. So it's a different amount. You need to match it. So you need to investigate all those uncleared checks, transactions, and and if it's duplicate, you just need to delete it. If you have a bank feed, if you have transaction from your bank feed, just go ahead and delete it one by one like this. So you can just click edit or void it if you want, either way. And under more, you have this, and delete it. So you got to do for all these, and you got to check one at a time. That's why you need to do this like on a monthly basis. When you get the statement, or if you can download from your bank and try to fix it. So you got to do the same thing in here. So you got to investigate. Well, it's possible you made this to some other bank account. Could be Visa. Let us say Visa for this example. So now it's you have less in here. So you got to investigate all these and try to reconcile it and make sure that the difference is zero. And you don't want to reconcile this until this amount is zero. So what happens is if we have a difference and you just try to reconcile it, it will just go to different account. If you want to finish it, it's $89. If it's like $10 difference or something like that, a little bit small amount, then well, I don't want to waste my time on this thing. Just try to reconcile it. If you think this, you have time to investigate more, then you got to investigate. Like if you just say finish it now, it will tell you, hey, where you want to adjust this, right? Okay. So that's the focus of this video. Hopefully it's helpful. And there is no one answer for this, so you have to investigate, all kinds of, types of discrepancies there. So this is what you want to see. $200 bank balance in QuickBooks, $200. And, bank balance at $300 in QuickBooks, a different amount. You need to investigate. And it's possible there are transaction unclear or whatever, and you should know the reasons. Then you can feel pretty good about your reports. All right. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.